what's up guys? So today I'm going to be doing something a little bit different. I'm going to be doing a new video series called Pokemon Go PvP 101. And pretty much what this is going to be the very basics of Pokemon Go PvP. If you haven't gotten into Pokemon Go PvP, or you're trying to get someone to start doing Pokemon Go PvP, this is where you would want to start. I will cover the very basics, like if you just played Pokemon Go, have you even touched Pokemon Go PvP, this is where you'd go. So I guess let's just get to it. I put together this PowerPoint presentation and we're just going to go through it, and I'm going to show you some examples of what I'm talking about, and hopefully you can take away from it and maybe get started in Pokemon Go PvP. For those of you of my subscribers that have already started Pokemon Go PvP, this isn't necessarily the video for you. I'll be going into more advanced topics down the line, but again, this is the very beginning, getting started, volume 1. So let's dive right into it. So what is PvP? PvP stands for player versus player. You'll get to battle another player using the Pokemon that you have caught in Pokemon Go. So over here on the right side of my screen, I have my Pokemon, the Pokemon that I've caught. And from here, these are the Pokemon that you'll be able to battle in, and I'll go over the different ways that you can battle in a second. Pretty much, you catch the Pokemon, and then you can just go ahead and battle them. If you follow the anime or anything like that, then you will know that Pokemon use as friends, but mainly the point of the game is to battle. So in Pokemon Go PvP, that's what you do. You battle other trainers and leaders. So moving right along. So PvP versus PvL. PvL stands for player versus leader, and what this is challenging one of the leaders to a battle. So you can do this, and I'll show you in a second, but you can do this whenever you'd like, and rewards are given once a day, versus PvP rewards are given 3 times a day. It's a good way to practice new moves or try new moves and see how they affect the Pokemon. For example, Power Up Punch just came out, and it affects the stats of your Pokemon when you use them. So it's a nice way to like kind of gauge like how much of an effect these stat changes will affect the Pokemon. I'll go cover that in a later video, so no need to worry about it too much right now. But moving along, there's 3 leagues to play in, Great League, Ultra League, and Master League. Great League, you have to have a CP, there's a CP restriction of 1500 CP or less. Ultra League has a 2500 CP or less, and Master League, there are no CP restrictions. If you're not sure what CP stands for, it stands for combat points. I'll go over that in a future video. But pretty much CP is what you see right up here. So it determines like the strength of the Pokemon pretty much. And for Great League, you have to have CP less than 1500. Ultra League, you need CP less than 2500, and Master League, like I mentioned, you need there are no CP restrictions. So moving right along, when you get into a battle, you're gonna pick 3 of your Pokemon, and your opponent is also gonna pick 3 of their Pokemon, and go ahead in a head-to-head battle and see who comes out on top. So how do you start a battle? So there's several different ways to start a battle. So the first one I'm going to go over is how you start a PVL battle. And then I'm going to show you how to start a PvP battle. There's 2 ways to start a PvP battle. There's 1 way to start a PVL battle. So let's get to it. PVL, so here's the home screen. You're going to go over to this bottom right hand side, click it or tap it. Go to this part right here that says battle. Go ahead and click that. PVL, so you can battle one of these 3 leaders. So Blanche, Candela, and Spark. So go ahead and click one of them, and then go ahead and click train. So right here you will be able to train in one of the 3 different leagues. And as you see, here's the limits, and you can go ahead and pick one of them. So when you pick one of them, you're gonna have this screen and you can pick your Pokemon. So right now I have my I'm prepping for the Kingdom Cup, and that's just the current tournament that I'm practicing for and prepping for. But anyways, so that's how you start it. Use this party, and then you'll go right into the battle. I'm gonna exit out of here. Now, PvP. How do you get started in PvP? I mentioned that. So PvP, you click on the bottom right here, and then you go to battle. And then right here you have a QR code. You can have your opponent scan your code, or you can scan their code. So you have to be in local proximity to each other to scan the code. You can't just give the code online and have them scan it. I've tried that. Trust me, it does not work, unfortunately. But if you were to scan it yourself, if you were to scan your opponent's code, you'd go to Challenge Trainer right here, and then you'd be able to scan the code. Here's my QR scanner. I'm just pointing at my desk. It's kind of messy, kind of dirty, but anyways, you get the point. So I'm going to exit out of that. It's going to bring you to the same screen as you get to when you challenge a leader as well. Now, the other way to challenge a trainer is to go through your friends. So if you are ultra or best friends with someone, you can challenge them remotely. So that's one of the incentives to becoming ultra and best friends. You're going to click your player icon on the bottom left. If you missed that, I'll do that one more time. Over here on the left bottom hand side, you're going to click it, and then you're going to go to your friends. I'd recommend sorting by friendship, so from the top down. So if you want to, you can try to message your friend beforehand and tell them that, hey, I want to start a battle, do you have time? And then you go ahead and pick that trainer, and right here you're going to see battle. You gotta go ahead and click battle, and then you'll be brought back to this screen again. And that's how you start your battle. So once you reach ultra or best friends with someone, you can challenge them in your friends section. So moves in PvP. So let me show you a quick video. So quick screenshot video kind of thing. But pretty much in PvP, you're gonna have a couple of different moves. So sorry, this is a bad example. Let me go back to my screen. So in Pokemon Go PvP, you can have up to 3 moves. So you'll have 1 fast move and 2 charge moves. Similar to regular Pokemon Go, you're gonna have so right here you'll see gyms and raids. So that's what we're gonna call PvE, player versus everything. And then you have PvP things, which is like trainer battles, PvP or Pvl. So right here are the 3 moves that I have on my Mewtwo. I have Psycho Cut, Ice Beam, and Thunderbolt. So if you played Pokemon Go in the past, you'll know that you'll have a fast move and a charge move. So with the introduction of PvP, they allowed you to add a 3rd move for Candy and Stardust. So with the fast move, that fast move in PvP and Pvl, you're going to use that move to charge energy. And once you have enough energy, you can use one of your 2 charge moves. In my case, it's Ice Beam and Thunderbolt. So once you charge enough energy, using your fast move, in this case Psycho Cut, you can use one of those 2 charge moves. I think I just said that again, but yeah. So my Mewtwo, I bought a 2nd move for this Mewtwo. It's a perfect Mewtwo, so I decided to just invest the Stardust and the Candy. But let's see a Pokemon that doesn't have that extra move. Okay, here's my Dragonite, and so right here you can see there's a new attack option. You can spend Stardust and Candy to add an extra move. This is essential in PvP and not so much PVL. PVL is pretty simple. In PvP, you definitely want to get that 3rd move if you have the resources. There's occasions where you won't need it, but the majority of the time you will want it. So like I mentioned, this is a fast move. The fast move will not have bars next to it once you go to the trainer battles. That's the move that you're going to be using to charge up energy to use your charge move. And then like I mentioned, charge move or moves. You can have 1 to 2 charge moves based on if you want to spend the Stardust and the candy to unlock it. PvP rewards. So in PvP, once you go ahead and battle someone, you have an opportunity to get rewards. Like I mentioned earlier, PVL rewards you once per day. So if you can get that once per day reward, go ahead and do that. In PvP, you can earn up to 3 rewards a day. That means 3 trainer battles and against other people, and you'll get those rewards. Now, one of those rewards that was added recently were TMs. So charged TMs and fast TMs, they're both available for as rewards for PvP or PVL. The other ones are Stardust. That's probably the most common one. I believe it's between 500 and 1,000. If you have a star piece going, you can get even more. You can increase that amount by 50%. I probably don't recommend that unless you have one going already, then it's just a bonus. You can get Sinnoh Stone. So when Sinnoh Stones first came out, they were pretty hard to get, and everyone was looking for them and doing PvP just to get the Sinnoh Stone. They're pretty common, I would say so. Like maybe 1 out of every 5 battles or so you'll get Sinnoh Stone. Me personally, I have like over 20 Sinnoh Stones just because I do tons of PvP and I don't evolve that many Pokemon. If you're not sure what Sinnoh Stone is, it's used to evolve certain Pokemon into the Generation 4. That's off topic. Let's move on. Rare Candy. So again, along with TMs, Rare Candy was a new reward brought into PvP. Yeah, it's Rare Candy. You can use it on any of your Pokemon to help them earn a new move or help them level up. It's definitely something that was needed. I think Niantic really listened to the player base that were asking for TMs and Rare Candy. So those 2 rewards were definitely a positive. Now, badges. So something that a lot of Pokemon Go players like to do is collect. And one of the things that they can collect are badges. So in the badges section, so I'm going to go over here. You have 3 different leagues, right? So you have 3 different badges. So the first one is Great League. So for me, I don't do too many battles in Ultra and Master League, so you won't see me gold in those, or even silver in those. I don't battle in that league very often. But pretty much over here, you have 3 different badges, and once you get to 200 badges, you unlock everything in that category, I guess you can say. So in the Great League, once you get to the silver, you get Ace Gloves and Ace Earbuds available to you in the store. Once you get to the gold, you get Veteran Pants available to you in the store. Over here, you have the Ultra League. Once you get to silver, you get the Ace Top unlocked to you in the shop. And then once you get to gold, you get the Veteran Jacket unlocked to you in the shop. And here in the Master League, once you get to silver, you get the Ace Shorts and the Ace Shoes. And once you get to gold, you get the Veteran Boots. So pretty much, I wrote it here for you anyways, but I just wanted to show you as well in case you wanted to look at it yourself in the game. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I'll be going over some more things later on, but before I forget, let me show you a quick video screen or capture of what it looks like, the PvP screen. So right here is my Pokemon. This is your opponent's Pokemon. This is your opponent's avatar. They'll be able to see your avatar as well. Here are the 2 charge moves that are available to your Pokemon. I unlocked an extra move on my Skarmory, so you'll see 2 moves right here. So I have a Sky Attack and a Flash Cannon. So I'll be going over how battles work in the future, but I just wanted to show you like what the icons will look like in the battle screen. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That's volume 1, PvP getting started. On the next volume, I'm going to be going over PvP vocab, and from now on, when I'm talking about PvP, I'm mainly talking about player versus player, but it can also be applied to player versus leader. So that's pretty much it, guys. This is Bestinwest. I'll catch you guys later.